It's Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Today is April the 11th, 2022. And on today's video, we are going to, we're going to clean out some pine straw beds that have leaves all up in them. That's right, pine straw and leaves do not mix. So I think what I'm going to do here is I've got to do a combination of raking. I got to try to get the leaves out of the pine straw without disturbing the pine straw as best I can. So I'm going to use my blower, I'm going to use a rake, and then we're going to take the Honda, which is right back in the bed, and I'm going to mulch them up, bag them, and this is the only time you'll probably ever see me bag anything in anybody's yard because I'm trying to get the leaves out of there, not just mulch them up. So anyway, I'll let you see the yard and then we'll get to it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some things with me. Doing this, take some rakes. So I'm gonna try to get the leaves out of here, this side, as best I can, and then there's a lot in the back. This is really soft. A bunch of leaves over here. This is the main culprit. And then there's leaves along this side. So I'll probably just set a time lapse up and we'll see how well this goes. All right, so for those of you who are not familiar with how to get leaves out of pine straw, there's a technique that works with the blower called lifting. Basically, I'm using the property and physics of this leaf having a lot more surface area than the pine straw, and actually, if you do your blower right, you can get under it and it'll actually act like a wing. So I'm going to demonstrate that right here. It helps to have a stick or a rake handy, a small one. The goal is to remove most, if not all, of the leaves. Well, you can't get them all out, but with minimal disruption to the pine straw.
right, so that's the technique I use called lifting. If you'll notice, the blower was idled the entire time, and I just used a series of basically cursive O's to get the air to lift up in the leaves, and it'll fly off. This pine straw was put down last, well, a couple months ago in the fall, and this technique works better if the pine straw is older. So, but I got about 90% of the leaves out, and if I try to get any more out, then it's going to remove the pine straw, and they wanted to preserve as much pine straw as possible. So we'll go back on the time lapse, and then I'll show you the finished result.
All right, so I took the pine straw, 2 bales that the homeowner had, and laid them out here to complete that. It's able to get a fairly good amount of leaves out of there. Then along this side, I think the hardest part was back there, but that looks so much better now. So I got 4, almost 5 bags of leaves chopped up with the Honda. If I had not chopped them up, it would have been about probably at least 15 bags. So it came out really good. I'm hungry now. All right, so for those of you that have, probably it's only going to be people in the southeast that use pine straw, and and you have a problem like that with leaves in it, try the lifting technique. Get you a little rake or stick and kind of use it with one hand with your blower and try to do those cursive O's, and I think you'll see that it's as long as the leaves are not soaking wet, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good technique to save the pine straw, as much of the pine straw, and get most of the leaves out. So you saw what it did. It's a really good technique. I've been doing that for, well, 43 years. No, we didn't have blowers back then. What am I talking about? Well, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.